I put a call out there. I asked everyone what their most overrated shirt was and their most underrated shirt. Now, I have to say this, there is no judgment. I don't understand why people see this as a bit of a peer pressure thing in this scene. If someone buys a jersey, you don't have to go out and spend all your money. I always say that the collecting scene, whether it's cards, whether it's cars or jerseys or anything that you collect, I collect vinyls as well. I would say don't get peer pressured or don't look into it too far in the point that you have to be in that retrospect of keeping up with the Joneses. If you're not sure what I mean, you don't have to get the latest kit. Always do the collecting in a way that fits with your budget, fits with your mental and your sort of just personal health. Never pressure yourself. So that's probably a call out there. If you're collecting jerseys, do not pressure yourself or pressure others into collecting certain jerseys. Stick to your budgets and you'll be fine. But I put the call out there to the people of the Kit community on Twitter, which I love. Keeps me sane, keeps me fit in a way that I can feel a part of a community. So thank you to everyone out there. Thank you to those who watched my first episode back in a while. The derby is on tonight, so I thought make a quick video, say hello to everyone and see what we can talk about. Now, the one kit that came about that everyone hated was, not hated, was overrated, was the one and only Venezia home shirt. No, maybe the third and the away, but maybe all of them. Underrated does not mean it doesn't get that much love. It just means that it's such a great kit that no one really spoke about. And overrated, again, I would say is not hated. It's more people really focused on that and the whole community really spoke about that. So we would say that it doesn't need that much attention. They're still beautiful kits because to me, this shirt is still beautiful. I do like it, although the accents of the badge and the Capo logo are a bit too high, and I'll do a review. I've got that ready to go. But yeah, I am a bit of a collector on the basis of how I can fit it to my everyday attire. I do like a black kit, as you can see these two in my hands. I do like something that I can wear with colorful pants or a simple black attire that I can go out for dinner. But I would say this is by far the most elegant shirt that I can wear. It's got a collar, it's got everything possible. It's got gold accents. I can get into any restaurant with that jersey. Really hard to get into anywhere with something like that. But this is where we are. So most overrated and underrated. Now I have to say one more thing before we get into what everyone has said. There was one comment, I'll put on the screen right now, and this person had said that the two shirts that they think is the most overrated and the most underrated shirts are these two, underrated, overrated. I would agree. I would say this is the most overrated shirt, really hyped. Last season's drop, I bought the home jersey because I love black kits. But the away and the third, and I think they had a fourth, the red one, I think the away and the third were horrible. People bought them. And the same people that bought those two say that this is overrated. Now, everyone's got their choice. There's no rules. Do what you want, collect what you want. But I've got both of them. So yeah, I've got a collection of the jerseys that everyone has suggested are the most overrated, underrated. We'll go with the underrated. Like I said, these are jerseys that don't get that much attention. So on the screen right now, as we go, we've got the Celtic away jersey. I would say this, like I said in previous when I showed it, this is by far the most underrated shirt. It's got beautiful green accents. I would love to see this in a heat ready. I've got a review for this, so keep an eye on that one, but it looks perfect on the pitch. This is the most underrated shirt, I would say, in the SPL. Definitely check it out, and if it's available, I reckon it's one of the best Celtic shirts of its time, and Adidas do a great job there. Hopefully see what they can do next season. Now, of course, this jersey here has been mentioned a few times. I do have it in dry fit advanced, but when it comes to the new Nike template, of course, there are some bad versions of it, the Barcelona ones, but I would just say this is definitely a great jersey. I do love the Inter home shirt this season. I have it here in my hands, and I would definitely say it's the most underrated shirt. It is beautiful, and again, I do love a dark sort of accent, the secondary color, so this is perfect. Most underrated shirt, definitely, and definitely if you're gonna get this one, get it in play spec. Another shirt that is in my collection, and I'm not going to pull it out from the pile below, is this Valencia jersey. I do love it. It looks amazing, and I'm going to get Cavani on the back of it. Again, it's something about the black and the orange and the secondary colors to the black is just a beautiful shirt. Definitely most underrated in the La Liga. If you do have opportunity to check this out in person, definitely check it out. It's available at Ultra. A bit of a shout out there. I do love a monochromatic badge, and I do have this, and it fits perfect. That neck, that cruise sort of circly neck is amazing. I'd love to see a lot more in Puma jerseys, so that's definitely an underrated shirt. Another shirt that I have right here, thanks to Ultra Football, is this new Mizuno jersey for Lazio. Now, I do have the small version, so I'm not going to try it on, and it's bloody hot in here. It's 38 degrees in Melbourne today. I don't know why I'm recording this. I'm sweating balls. But yeah, if you can see this, and I'm definitely gonna make an episode about it, if you can see this in person, it is definitely one of the best Mizuno jerseys of its time. It's definitely bringing the resurgence back of this beautiful design and manufacturer. Now, this one's gonna be a bit of an opinion I am going to imply to this conversation. I would say that this Liverpool jersey, seeing it in person again, is underrated. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but of course I would reckon this is going to be a future classic. It just has that disruptive sort of angry, loud kit vibe to it that I reckon in a couple of years is going to be sought out for. So if you do get your hands on this one, keep it in a brand new with bag, and you definitely will make some dollars in a couple of years. Now, this Athletic Bilbao was meant to be available at Ultra a few months ago, but we never got stock to it, and I would say that this is my sort of sought out for kit for myself. I don't support anyone in a sort of way for the Liga. I do like Valencia shirts, so I do collect purely Valencia jerseys only, but if it comes to investing into a jersey from New Balance this season, this is definitely one of my favorite New Balance jerseys. Well, the sponsorship doesn't really bother me, but it's a great shirt. So definitely a good shout out to those who said this is an underrated shirt. This one popped up thanks to Kitted Out Oli, but a few people had mentioned it. It's the Yarkor, which I did shit on about a few seasons ago for their jersey with Stuttgart. It is great, and I would say that if you are looking at getting a Bundesliga jersey, definitely check this one out. I do love the retrospect to it. I'm not sure what year it's referencing, but it's a great little spin to it. I do love how the circular red works around the Mercedes-Benz logo. Great shirt, definitely underrated. I didn't even see this release, so that's definitely something that went under my radar, so definitely underrated shirt. I would love to see this as a United jersey. That collar reminds me of the Sharp days when they had this, so definitely would love to see if they could do something like that in the future, if United ever had some sort of inspiration for future jerseys. And another underrated jersey that I'm putting towards the story today is this beautiful Southampton jersey. I think it's a third jersey, but it's got a nice wave to it. It's great color. I know they're having a horrible season, but something about this I still think is, again, like I say, disruptive, and I do like it. I definitely think it's underrated. Hummel jersey, definitely have to have those in your collection. If you are looking at getting Hummel, always go a size up because they are tight, just like the Kappa jerseys. Most overrated jerseys for this season, 2022-23, and I would have to go, first off the bat, it is this Mexico away jersey. Now, I'm sorry to those who have bought it, I'm sorry to those who are chasing this jersey, but I would say this is the most overrated jersey. I do love the oatmeal white to it, I do love the little green and the sort of nice dirty sort of red color to this jersey, the monochromatic logo, the new logo, and the Adidas without the type font. Everything about it is nice, but I just think it's the most overrated jersey. There's not much about this kit that I can wear in my fashionable thing, so that's my opinion, but I think as a kit it would be amazing, so we'll have to see if they play in it. They did not play in the World Cup, so it's kind of disappointing. I reckon that would have elevated it, but for me, I reckon it's the most overrated jersey of this year. Coming up second, I would say it's this Venezia jersey. It looks immaculate online. The gold and everything about it looks perfect. I would say that the gold itself would look perfect if it was that color, but I've seen it in person and it is horrible. It is a terrible, terrible gold color. I think the material is a bit too shiny. It's not too similar to what that United jersey is a few seasons ago, but I would say this would have been a lot better if the golden color was a bit more original to the photo. The third jersey, again, is a Kappa jersey. I'm sorry, Kappa, I do love your shirts. I think you're doing some amazing. You've definitely got new clubs on your roster, but this Athena jersey here, again, it's just a copy paste of what we see in Venezia. You've just slapped the logos on there and pushed it up again. I would always say that if you remove the accents of the jersey, so if you remove the logos and if you remove the sponsors, and if that shirt looks like a normal school t-shirt or just a normal t-shirt, then it's nothing special. For example, this Lazio jersey, if I was to remove everything about it, the shirt itself is unique, so I would say that's a plus. The next jersey is this AS Roma third holographic logo. I'm going to come straight out and say this is horrible. I've seen it in person. I was really on the hype train for it when it was teased. Seeing it in person, massive letdown, overrated. Next one will be this PSG jersey. Again, PSG jerseys are great, but Jordan, they need to stop their branding. I don't like it. They need to find something new and something fresh. That nice graphic that looks perfect in the photos and on match day, in person, does not even fit the jersey. I reckon it is one of the most overrated PSG jerseys of the last 5 or so years. The next one is this Daily Paper Ajax collaboration. When I saw the hype and the sort of the pre-release of it, it was really exciting. I thought the gold will look beautiful. I saw the little detailing within the shirt, and I thought this will definitely be one of the best shirts of the season. I do like their one they did last year with the 3 little birds, but this one is a massive letdown. Seeing the material in person, I would say that Adidas really let down this jersey. I would have loved to have seen it in a heat ready, but I think the Aero ready or just the normal fan spec of this is just unsatisfying, and I would have to say it's the most overrated jersey from the Adidas point of view, not the fans, but I would say this is definitely an overrated jersey. Another one that I think a lot of people definitely put into the Twitter post, and I would not agree at most rate, but I think looking at it now, I definitely wouldn't be able to pull it off. It's the Como jersey, and thanks to Fabregas going there, this jersey got a lot of love. I would love to have it as part of my collection, but again, looking at it now, it is definitely most overrated. I've not seen anyone wear it, so if you do have it, post it on Twitter, tag me, I'd love to see it. Again, I'm sort of on the fence of this one, but I say that I have to listen to everyone on Twitter, so this is another overrated jersey. Now, I really want this jersey just because the culture between Japan and Brazil and the history. I would love to get this in player specs, so definitely looking for a dry fit advance. And I think I have someone ready to get that organized from Brazil itself. Again, I see why people say it's the most overrated jersey, and I agree, it's really overrated, but I do love a Corinthians jersey. People still look for Corinthians jerseys, and of course the anniversary one is the most sought out for jersey of its time. This will be one in many years that people will look out for, but again, I do agree, most overrated jersey. Now this is a trio, and I think this is the last one in my list, the Vasco da Gama jerseys. Again, Kappa, I'm sorry, I'm not shitting on you, but this set is definitely overrated. If you're spending all your money on these kits, I understand, they're beautiful. The white one, maybe I would definitely buy that jersey, but again, most overrated jerseys just because of the hype train. Don't fall for always collect jerseys that you like. Don't fall for the hype that everyone else is buying. If you're buying the white one, good shout, but the rest two are most overrated jerseys in the releases of this season. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm sweating it out. I'm so sorry if I'm looking parched. This aircon is not doing anything to save me. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you think about your most overrated and underrated shirts. Let me know what you think of next season's upcoming rumors, and I'll see you in the next episode. Stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.